But let's focus on the pharma sector now. Bino, Pathiparampil, the pharma analyst and head of research at Elara Securities, joins in. Bino, hi, good morning, and thanks a lot for joining in. First, if you can just give us the overall view on pharma. I actually wanted your views on Sun Pharma. I'll come to that in a bit. But overall, how are you looking at the sector and, what are your top picks in this space? And then we'll move on, of course, to individual stocks.
Sure. Good morning. So we continue to have a constructive outlook on the pharma space, especially the US generics market. As you know, the US generics business and the domestic business are the two main buckets in the pharma industry, as far as the pharma industry is concerned. Of these, the US generics business has really picked up over the last few quarters for almost all the companies. The pricing pressure has eased, pricing has stabilized, and a lot of new opportunities are coming up in terms of new generics. This trend, in our view, will continue for next few quarters or maybe a couple of years more. We have a long patent cliff coming up. Prices have hit a rock bottom level from where significant pricing pressure is unlikely and competition has eased. The domestic market business has been on a weaker wicket in terms of growth over the last few quarters. It still continues to be a little weak, but we do expect some sort of recovery. Valuations have expanded a bit, but still not extremely stretched. So overall, we see further continued upside momentum in the pharma sector.
Now coming to individual stocks, right? Your thoughts on Sun Pharma, because now the merger of Taro is complete. Taro is now a private company wholly owned by Sun. What does this mean for shareholders and what is your long-term view on Sun Pharma now?
So Taro coming completely into the Sun fold as a private company does help Sun, extract more synergies with Taro. Taro, as you know, is a dermatology-focused generic company in the US, and Sun is Sun has a specialty business which is again dermatology focused. So there could be a lot of synergies that Sun can extract from completely having Taro completely in its fold. I do expect some of these benefits to flow into the P&L over the next few quarters, may result in some margin improvement in Sun. Apart from that, Sun's specialty business is doing exceptionally well. The key product, Lumia, continues to grow exceptionally well. There are other new products that are likely. Durolixinitrib for alopecia is expected to hit the market later this financial year or maybe early next financial year. It could be another fillip to Sun's specialty business. Also, there are more important products in the pipeline. Recently, the company has announced good phase 1 data from a GLP-1 product. It's still pretty early in the clinical trial stage, but if it goes through well, GLP-1 products, as you may know, can be pretty big. The major products in this segment, like Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, etc., from players like Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk, are raking in more than $50 billion globally. So there are a lot of potential products beyond the existing products as well. So overall, have a constructive outlook on Sun Pharma as well.
Very quickly on Sun Pharma, on that yesterday's announcement, as you spoke about the GLP-1, the obesity drug, and how the initial trials were encouraging. Are you baking it in any of your estimates, or it's too early?
I guess it's too early to bake that into estimates. It has just completed the phase 1. It has to go through a phase 2A and possibly B, and then a phase 3. All these could be at least a 3 to 5 year horizon. So it may be 5 years later that it will hit the market, if at all.
Okay. What about Cipla and the Goa facility getting 6 observations? How do you read this development for the company?
It is a little disappointing. The facility has been under a warning letter for almost 4 years plus now. We were expecting a resolution this time round. It's still early to say, but having got 6 observations, it looks a little risky to call a resolution of the issues there. One key product that we had built into our estimates from that facility is generics Abraxane. The launch of this product in the US market could get delayed because of this development. We will wait for FDA to make their final decision on whether to remove the warning letter status on the facility or not. If not, there could be some minor downgrades to our current estimates.
Bino, hi, morning. Do you have coverage on Biocon?
Sorry, I don't have coverage.
Mankind Pharma, Bino?
Sorry, I don't have.
Okay. I know what you have coverage on. You buy on Zydus. I mean, which are your what you have buy ratings on? Dr. Reddy's and Fortis. Really, I want to actually start with Fortis and sort of talk about that. And sort of just, you must have looked at the other listed hospital players. There's been lots of interest in that space. As a sector with growth potential, it's a secular story. Why Fortis and how does it rate against peers, Bino?
Sure. So over the last 5 years, we have seen a major upcycle in the hospital sector. We have seen occupancies going up. We have seen revenue per bed going up significantly. All the companies' margins going up by almost 500, 600 basis points over the last 5 years. Looking ahead, the path may not be as smooth for the hospital sector because a lot of capacity addition, a lot of bed addition is coming in the sector over the next 2-3 couple of years. So in that context, at a sector level, I would be a little cautious, although it's a structural story over time. There is still significant upsides to these stocks, but will there be an interim softness in margins and profitability is a question around which I would be a bit cautious. But within that, Fortis looks relatively better placed because it does not have very big greenfield capacity addition coming up in the next 3 years. At the same time, there is also a margin expansion story playing out there. They are improving their operations significantly, controlling costs. Operating leverage is setting in several of their hospitals. All put together, I expect another 200 basis points margin improvement in their hospitals business. And on top of all of that, there isn't a lot of expectations built into the valuations at current level. It is still cheaper compared to many other hospital stocks. So all this make me look very positively on Fortis.
Okay, thanks, Bino, for joining in. Appreciate your time here. By the